So we're gonna start.
We're going to start.
Let's check. So okay. Hello everyone. My name is Lok, LOC, and I gonna introduce a little bit about myself. I am a computer programmer, but I am an English lover. So I want to make this video to talk about some topic, something which I like in my free time. But you know, to make this video, I've been looking forward to it for a long time. But this is time that I'm gonna realize that one. And today we have a guest who comes from Canada, and he's gonna talk about himself a little bit.
Hi, my name is Telford Penfold. In Vietnam, I tell people to call me Mr. Pen because that's an easier name for people to remember. I am a retired teacher. I have also in the past had a goat and some sheep and worked on building a house, and I am from Canada and I am in Vietnam right at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous.
So am I.
This is the first time I make video myself.
Okay, well, so am I.
So I just wanna kind of warming up a little bit.
Yes, okay.
So I'm gonna ask you some questions. So why did you come to Vietnam?
The first time that I came to Vietnam, my daughter was here. She was actually teaching at a university in Dalat. And then from Dalat, she moved to Quy Nhon, and from there she moved to Da Nang. And the year that she was in Da Nang, she asked me if I wanted to come and visit her and her family, her husband and 2 little children. And she was teaching at the Foreign Languages University, so I came over to live with them and to help with the children and to help people who wanted to practice their English to practice their English. And so that's the first reason. The other reason is that I like to leave Canada during the winter. I like to be in a place that is warmer than where I come from in Canada.
So you know, to admit that I didn't prepare that much. So you know, this is my preparation for the topic today. You know, the coin, always has 2 sides. I don't want to show the good side always, but I show this is my preparation for. I make some bullet points. So for what I'm going to talk about, so
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you first. No, we're gonna talk about something. Oh,
Do you want me to talk about the difference between the weather here in Da Nang and the weather in Canada?
yeah, but at the moment the weather is a little bit cold to me.
Well, the weather here is cooler than some places, but it's definitely a lot warmer than Canada. And for example, today when I went walking, I wore shorts and a shirt. In Canada, I would have had to wear long trousers and a very heavy coat. And the weather quite often is -10, -15 at this time of year where I come from in Canada.
So is it the time for Christmas?
We are beginning to get ready for Christmas. Yes, Christmas is a very important event in Canada. And yeah, so the preparations are beginning.
So what is the origin of Christmas?
The origin of Christmas is actually a Christian holiday. In Christian belief, we celebrate the 25th of December as the day that Jesus was born in Bethlehem in what is now Israel, but was then called Judea. We believe that an angel came to Mary, the mother of Jesus, and told her that she would have a baby, and that that baby would be part human and part God. And so it is his birthday that we celebrate. Now, there are many traditions that have grown up in Canada and other countries about Christmas. And the preparations for those traditions are starting now. In the churches, for example, there will be special hymns and special readings and special thoughts about Jesus. In the ordinary life, there will be preparations for basically what is a party.
Okay, so when do people start prepare for Christmas?
They'll start preparing now. I know they'll be doing 2 or 3 things right now. One thing they'll be doing is considering, we give gifts at Christmas, and they will be considering what they want to give to their friends or their family as gifts. The other thing that they'll be doing is thinking of how they want to decorate. We use a lot of lights to decorate for Christmas because the days in Canada right now are very short. The sun might come up at 8:30 and it might go down at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. In parts of Canada now, it might even go down sooner. And it can be very cloudy and dark. And so we put a lot of lights on our houses. Red and green and blue and yellow and white and all kinds of different things. The other thing that people will be doing is getting out various little Christmas ornaments, maybe reindeer, or many people will have a manger scene. They'll have a little model of the manger and the stable where Jesus was born. So there are a lot of different things.
So, okay, what preparations actually for the family?
For the family, well, the family will start in thinking in terms of the gifts, as I said. They'll also start thinking about whom they're going to celebrate Christmas with. Sometimes the whole family gets together. Sometimes if the family is spread out over Canada, which is a very big country, then they will only have close relatives. Sometimes they will have friends. It depends on the individual family. Almost everybody will phone somebody on Christmas Day to wish them a Merry Christmas. One of the big things will be putting up the tree, finding, buying, putting up the tree.
So, okay, can you talk a little bit more about the tree?
About the Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Well, when I was a little boy, does that sound famous? When I was a little boy, we always went out into some place in basically the bush, and we cut down a spruce tree, usually a spruce or a fir tree. And then we brought it into the house and we put it in a pail of water to keep it from drying out. And then we decorated it. We would have tinsel, we would have strings of tinsel. We would have balls that we would hang on, red and green and yellow and all different colors of balls. We would throw, it's like a thread of silver. It's called tinsel. And you would just throw that on the tree. And in my family, on the top of the tree, we always put an angel. And I was actually talking to my mother the other day, and she said she still has the angel that we used when I was a little boy, and that angel is now over 100 years old. It's a little porcelain angel. The other thing we do is we put a lot of lights on the trees. Now, some of the Europeans actually put candles on the tree. And it's very beautiful if you have a tree that has candles on it and the candles are lit, but it's very dangerous. But that's basically what we do with the tree.
So what kind of food do you eat at Christmas?
Okay, the menu, well, one of the things we make is eggnog. And what eggnog is originally, it was raw eggs mixed with milk or cream, and I've forgotten the name of the spice. Not cinnamon, nutmeg, and nutmeg spice, and sometimes sugar. Nowadays, because of health reasons, I think they cook it. They manage to cook it without, and it's basically made of eggs and milk and sugar. It's sweet, but it's very, very filling, and it's quite a favorite amongst many people. A lot of other people, of course, will buy wine or beer for their Christmas meal or their Christmas parties. The actual Christmas Day menu will probably be something like a turkey, a roast turkey, with stuffing or dressing. What you do is you take the bread and crumble it up and mix